you kind of trod on a bit of a landmine. So what went off in front of you? Why did they get all grumpy and strip you of committee roles and things like that? Seems a bit of an hysterical reaction, maybe.
Well, the way they went about it felt quite hysterical. Obviously, when you do something that someone says is potentially wrong, you can make a code of conduct complaint against an elected member. We have it there for a reason. And I've been through that process before and I don't have any problem going through it again. But it was really odd to have basically pissed off the staff and the comms team who had laid out their plan of how they wanted to and when they wanted to
Well,
tell
they're
the
just the comms
community.
team and the staff. You
But
haven't
the,
been
the thing is,
elected by anyone.
well, no, and the interesting thing is they were the ones that wrote the report that recommended I get stripped of my positions.
Oh, okay. So like
That
a rearguard action.
it was very interesting. So, I mean, yeah, I kind of a bit blown away actually. So they basically sort of said you've done something wrong before going through the process to figure out if you have. And as I mentioned in the meeting, we have very clearly have conflicting obligations because part of our job is holding management to account, right? And
Yeah.
we have an obligation not to release information that is confidential or that we believe to be confidential. And of course, I didn't in this case. And we also have an
No,
obligation
you
to be
didn't believe it.
open. No, and we also have an obligation to make sure that information is not kept secret when it is not supposed to be secret. And those two statements sit in the same document in the code of conduct. And so, I was wanting a fair trial. Just, come and have a look at the circumstances in which it was released. They've got to figure out whether it was actually confidential, because was the use of emergency powers actually before the court? My answer is no, it wasn't. Look, it doesn't matter. I really don't. I shouldn't say I don't care at this point, but I don't for me personally.
Yeah.
But I do care because, in terms of the big picture, if the staff can bring a report to strip an elected member of their powers and the elected people just think, that's okay, we'll just go with that because we agree with the ultimate punishment without having gone through the process. It's a bit of a problem if it starts to become, a common occurrence.